everyone. Today I'm really grateful to have a dear friend and colleague from Behenna from the UK with me. And he's greatly shared a contribution to our Sharing Corn Leadership and Self-Leadership Awareness Volume 2 journal. And I'm really excited to have you here today, Elaine. Tell us a little bit more about yourself and also what inspired you to contribute to this volume, to this version of Sharing Corn.
Okay, well, I think it's a good first place to start is to thank our mutual friend Colin Smith for bringing us together back some time ago, and you and I have clicked together very well right from the start, and we share a lot of general interests. And well, a little bit about me. I've had a varied career path. I'm in my middle 60s now, and I've been a steelworker, a policeman, a full-time parent, self-employed. I've worked for the Ford Motor Company. I've worked for the government. I've been a consultant. I've been a lecturer in different universities. And my current role is a grand title of a senior lecturer in a business school in a university in South Wales in the UK. And I still do some work outside of the university as well. But I think I fundamentally have an interest in people. And I think that's partly what's contributed to various areas of interest, including accepting the kind invitation of yourself to contribute towards this book.
Thank you. Thank you, Glenn. Yeah, for me, it's, when I think about your contribution, the title, Unhurried Conversations, my whole body loves it. My whole body loves it. It is something that in today's life is like a gem. So tell us a little bit more about that, but without giving away all the juicy parts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just to give you a little flavor of Unhurried Conversations, the first thing I need to do is to thank my good friend Johnny Moore. Johnny Moore has been the inspiration for me for my interest in Unhurried Conversations, and I'm very much learning from Johnny. So I wanted to highlight that to start with. And you will find Johnny Moore and Unhurried Conversations on the internet if you want to do some research, anybody. But yes, I feel that we live increasingly in a world of apparently less time, and people don't generally tend to listen to each other very well. So the concept of Unhurried Conversations is interesting to me. I'm trying to encourage people to communicate better, to listen, first and foremost, without interruption, to share what is within them, to be heard by others, and to feel the flow. So I've deliberately only mentioned on a few of the concepts there, which will all be expanded on to a certain extent within my contribution to your book. I will go further if you want me to, but hopefully that's enough.
You know, I want to share something with everybody who's watching this. As you were speaking, I've had a very active day until now. And as you were speaking, something happened in my body. I became calmer and calmer. Just you speaking about it. It's very interesting, and my cells love it. My cells really love it. And when you were speaking about time, you know what popped up in my mind? The suspension of time happens when we are in unhurried conversations. It's as if there is no haste, nothing pushes us, and we just go into this space. It's like a liminal space. And from that place, when we listen, we hear a lot more of what's being shared.
Very much so. Just to say a little more for your listeners and viewers, to summarize my experience of facilitating Unhurried Conversations, they've all been immensely positive. There's tangible togetherness. Some wonderful personal experiences are freely shared without judgment. And I've witnessed across cultures including some Chinese participants, for example, an opening and a blossoming of the person as an individual and in their willingness to share with others.
That's how I resonate when you even talk about that, with what you shared. So I'd like everybody to invite you to, when you are reading through Glenn's contribution, it's an experience, it's not just reading. And I sense that you will feel the same as I do when I've read it the first time, that I went into such a liminal space of being able to hear more. And in our virtual world these days, I think that's extremely important, because we're not even together, that we can notice each other's body language necessarily, or because we are also in these little boxes on Zoom and on Microsoft meetings, we have these little dots at the bottom and things like that. So for us to really be able to have deep listening skills and to expand those listening skills. So I'm really looking forward to your contribution, Glenn.
It's interesting you've mentioned liminal space, because my good friend Johnny Moore, who I credited at the start of our chat, if viewers and listeners would like to go onto Johnny Moore's website on Unhurried Conversations, you will see that Johnny himself is interested in liminal space.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Glenn. And we're looking forward, and we are launching this journal on the 5th of March, which is World Book Day, and will be available on Generation website as well as Kindle and Amazon.
Great.
So thank you very much.
Would like to contact me, that's fine.
Yeah, and Glenn, your information will be at the back of this video, and for people to be able to connect with you, as well as within the journal itself. So thank you, everyone, and we look forward to the 5th.
Yeah, thank you very much.